So dito sa part 3, mayroon akong ipakita ng mga video na galing sa YouTube na yan yung mga ebidensya ko na patunay ko na ang gamit talaga na software para sa VFX compositing is nyok talaga sa industry standard sa mga VFX movie sa Hollywood. Na yung mga company nga nag-create ng VFX movie sa Hollywood, like example, Weta Digital, Weta Epix, or Industrial Light and Magic. So ang choice nila nga software para sa compositing is nyok talaga. So itong mga video na ipakita ko sa inyo ngayon, ang link sa mga video na ito, ilagay ko sa comment or sa description sa video na ito para kung gusto ninyong panoorin yung full video, pwede ninyong panoorin. So by the way, ipakita ko na yung mga video. So ito yun ang mga video, panoorin ninyo.
With Avatar now on DVD and Blu-ray, we look at how Weta Digital used Nuke to bring Pandora to life.
Hello, I'm Angie and welcome to FX Guide TV. Now with the DVD and Blu-ray out this week, we start the show with Robin Hollander from Weta Digital, who took us through some of the issues involved with cleaning up stereoscopic footage from the blockbuster Avatar.
We didn't have all that many plate shots compared to a traditional show that we do. Out of the 1,800 shots, we probably had sort of between 100 and 150 hero plate shots. We had quite a few assets as well, little green screen elements that we tracked in. One of these shots from the Quaritch fight sequence was one of the plate heaviest sequences in the movie that we had. We had a lot of green screen scans of him in his amp suit. We had a lot of close-ups. We also replaced his head-up display and stuff like that. But this really showed a new set of challenges that working with stereo will bring. I can show you exactly what that is. If you look at the left and the right eye, there's just so much discrepancy between the two in terms of grade, exposure.
One thing Weta Digital strives for is absolute realism and detail. Everything that we put onto the screen has been considered and always anchored back into the world in which everyone is familiar with. We recently completed work on the latest Planet of the Apes movie. It definitely created a lot more work, but the trade-off was the interaction with the actors. We definitely reached levels which I don't think we'd quite nailed on the previous movies.
We've built a template system within Nuke. We're largely separating the assembly of a shot, the technical, putting all the layers together, from the creative side of tweaking those layers. And we found we can easily automate the assembly and freeing up the compositor to spend all his creative energy on making it look good. It also sped up the review and the troubleshooting because it's all familiar, it's a familiar layout and a fix that worked previously on one shot has a high likelihood to work on the next shot because the architecture is the same.
Especially with the crowd shots, when we're dealing with so many elements in depth, without deep compositing, trying to piece those frames together would be a nightmare. I'd probably cry.
Traditionally, you would have to plan your layering very careful and work from back to front. With deep compositing, we can convert the scene into a 3D representation and place traditional 2D card elements within that view, and we know exactly where to place it. There's no ambiguity about where a layer wants to be or needs to be. And once it's placed, it's all going to track perfectly.
Hello, my name is Robin Hollander. I'm a compositor with Weta Digital out in New Zealand. This shot here is, you can see Caesar, the main monkey, who's leading the charge. I'm not giving away too much here, but this is a shot you would have maybe seen in the trailer. So, as you can see, I'll just stop on one of the frames at the end. The bridge is CG, all the monkeys are CG. We also wanted to be able to just swap individual monkeys. You know, if you wanted to get loose some, if you wanted to grade some differently, it was really nice to have them as individual passes, and deep compositing gave us the ability to do that. So, I'll just show you. I set up a real basic script in order to kind of demonstrate this. Obviously, it's a little bit more complex than what I was going to show you right now. So as you can see, this is the plate here. We had a lovely green screen shot in Vancouver, and it had a lot of cars. So if I just look at this comp real quick, so I've got my green screen here, I pulled a real quick key and I just layered it over the background. like I said, we've got our plates, we've got our matte painting here, and then we also had the CG bridge, and then for instance we've got the cables here. We've got our main hero character, Caesar. He's like that. So same thing again, if I look at him here, you can see he's just got RGBA data. I look at his deep opacity file, that's got depth and deep. I add the two together, and now all of a sudden we've got RGBA, depth and deep. Now I grouped all my monkeys into a little group here, so you can see I can treat this as one pass, which is quite cool. But if I have a look what's inside of this group, I'll open the parameters for that. I'll just click on the Show Contents tab here. You can see I wasn't lying, there's a lot of monkeys, a lot of individual passes. Each one of these passes you can see came in as an EXR. We've got a little Python script that just lets us import lots of little files, and it groups them together and adds them all together. So you can see it comes in as an EXR, and it's got a deep read node with the corresponding deep theta, and then using the depth deep read color, it adds deep and deep and RGBA data together, and then at the end we merge it all together. So if you look at it, there is a lot of monkeys. And it's cool, it all goes into one deep merge node. If you look at the output of that, that's your monkeys right here.
So yan. So nakikita ninyo, yung Nuke na software, yan yung ginagamit na VFX compositing sa movie na Avatar. Din yung movie na Planet of the Apes. So Nuke din ang ginagamit, no? Actually, marami pang mga movie na Nuke talaga ang ginagamit na VFX compositing na makikita natin dyan sa YouTube. Pero yan lang yung pinakita ko kasi haba na tong video na ito. Then, yan ang mga video na yan na pinakita ko. Yan ang mga video na yan na makikita natin sa YouTube is masasabi natin legit yan. Kasi yan na video is galing yan sa YouTube channel na Foundry. Then yung Foundry, yan yung may-ari ng Nuke na software. Then yung Nuke na software, ma-download natin yan sa website na foundry.com. So, anumang video na pinakita ko kanina, yung link sa mga video na yon ilagay ko sa description or sa comment sa video na ito para mapanood niyo yung full video sa mga video na yon. Then ilagay ko din yung website sa Foundry, yung may-ari ng Nuke na software. Ilagay ko din sa description or sa comment sa video na ito. Para kung gusto niyo bisitahin yung website nila sa may-ari ng Nuke na software, so pwede niyo click yon yung foundry.com. Then ngayon, meron pa tayong ibang panoorin na video, no? Ito nga video, sinasabi niya, meron siyang komento kung ano ba yung top 1 na VFX compositing software. Kasi marami kasing software na yung purpose niya is for compositing. So, ito yung na video, panoorin niyo.
Number 7, Natron. Number 6, HitFilm Pro. Number 5, Blender. Even though Blender is a 3D package, Blender comes with a fully flashed built-in compositor. This allows you to post-produce your renders without leaving Blender. Number 4, After Effects. Number 3, Fusion. Number 2, Flame. Number 1, Nuke. Right now, Nuke is the most popular compositing software in the VFX industry because it has all the tools necessary to get the job done, no matter how complex the project is or what is its scope. Nuke has advanced node-based compositing, 3D tracking, and model building tools, and much more. What makes the software desired by artists and studios is the unparalleled power and performance that meets the needs of modern production work because, as we know, projects are getting bigger and more demanding. Using its node-based workflow, Nuke delivers everything artists need to tackle when it comes to diverse challenges of digital compositing. This includes industry-standard keying, rotoscoping, vector painting tools, color correction, and much more. This post-production software is currently used by most of the VFX studios around the world, and it is dominating the market to a certain extent right now. Nuke's users include Digital Domain, Walt Disney Animation Studios, Blizzard Entertainment, DreamWorks Animation, Sony Pictures Imageworks, Framestore, Weta Digital, Double Negative, ILM, and much more.
So yan. So nakikita ninyo na sinasabi niya yung top 1 nga the best VFX compositing is Nuke, no? Then sinasabi niya diyan na yung Nuke is industry standard sa paggawa ng VFX movie sa Hollywood. Then binanggit niya yung mga company nga nagawa ng mga movies sa Hollywood. Then yung After Effects ginagamit din siya sa Hollywood for motion graphics lang like infographic, holographic, HUD effects or 2D motion graphics or 2D animation, or title name sa movie na motion graphics yung pagkagawa, or title sequence sa intro at ending ng movie na yung title sequence na pagkagawa is motion graphics. So dyan ginagamit yung After Effects sa Hollywood. Pero yung ginagamit sa Hollywood na main VFX compositing is Nuke, hindi After Effects. Pero sa ibang bansa, katulad sa Pilipinas, ang ginagamit na VFX compositing is After Effects. So by the way, yung video na pinakita ko kanina, kung gusto niyo panoorin yung full video sa video na yon, yung link sa video na yon, ilagay ko sa description or sa comment sa video na ito para mapanood niyo yung full video sa video na yon, para maintindihan niyo ng mabuti. Kasi dito sa video na ito, pinakita ko yung mga video, cut na siya, hindi na siya full para hindi nahaba yung video. So by the way, nice ko lang klaruhin, no? Yung sinabi ko doon sa part 1, yung binanggit ko nga industry standard na software na Autodesk Maya, Udemy, Nuke, Avid Media Composer, Pro Tools. Baka sasabihin ninyo nga sa lahat ng movie na lalabas sa Hollywood is yan talagang software ang gamit. So mali. Wala akong sinabi na gano'n na. Sinasabi ko lang na yan ang gamit sa Hollywood, sa industry. Kasi karamihan sa mga movie, lalo na yung mga big budget na movie, lalo na yung mga sikat na movie, yan talaga ang gamit na software. Halos lahat ng movie sa Hollywood is yan talaga ang gamit na software. Pero may iilan din ng mga movie sa Hollywood na hindi yan ang gamit na software. Lalo-lalo na yung mga movie na kulang sa budget. Ganon. Pero yung mga movie na sa Hollywood na malalaki yung budget, yung mga popular software talaga ang gamit nila. Kasi yung mga tao na nagagamit ng industry standard na software, mas mahal ang bayad dyan. No? Kaya't mapilitan silang magkuha na yung ibang artist na ibang software ang gamit kasi kulang sa budget. So yung software na binanggit ko sa part 2 na industry standard is meron talagang pamalit dyan. Depende sa available na artist at depende sa budget. Kaya't hindi lahat ng movie sa Hollywood is yun talaga ang gamit. Pero sa Hollywood talaga, karamihan dyan na movie is stricto sila sa software. Kung ano yung main na software para sa compositing, yan lang talaga ang gagamitin. Kung ano yung software na para sa motion graphic, yan lang talaga. Kung ano yung software para sa 3D, sa animation na rigging, yan lang talaga. So may ganun. Then may mga movie din nga, hindi na sila nagbabase sa kung ano yung software ang gamit. Kaya doon sa lahat ng VFX shot, may mga artist na Nuke ang ginagamit, may mga artist na After Effects ang ginagamit, may mga artist na Blackmagic Fusion ang gamit. Magkaiba yung software na gamit sa compositing. Din may mga 3D artist na magkaiba din ng gamit na 3D. Yung isang artist, ang gamit niya nga 3D program is Autodesk Maya. May ibang artist, ang gamit niya nga 3D program is Blender. Ganon. May ganyang klase na paggawa ng movie, no? Mayroong ganyan. Importante lang yung output na maganda yung result. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng VFX shot is isang artist lang ang magawa. Yung makikita natin sa movie na maraming mga VFX shot, lahat ng mga VFX shot is magkaibang artist ang gawa dyan. Depende sa company. Kaya sa mga movie, may makikita natin sa ending, merong Unit 1, Unit 2, merong nakalagay doon na Visual Effect by Weta Digital, Visual Effect by MPC, Visual Effect by Digital Domain, ganun. So yung Digital Domain, Weta Digital, magkaiba yan na company. Yung magawa ng VFX is maraming tao yan. Sa mga movie, hindi maiwasan yung magkaiba yung software na gamit, no? Pero karamihan talaga sa mga movies, yung organized talaga. Kasi yung mag-decide yan is yung VFX supervisor kasi, or yung mag-produce ng movie. Siya yung mag-decide kung i-strict niya nga, kung ano yung choice na software, yun ang talaga. Wala nang ibang gagamitin. Klaruin ko lang, no? Lahat ng sinasabi ko dito is hindi yan nagbabase sa kung ano yung sa tingin ko lang. Nagbabase yan sa research ko kasi matagal na ako nag-research about sa mga movie. Kasi hindi biro yung pag-research ko. Ilang taon na ako nag-research dyan. So anyway, siguro ito na yung last video, no? Na magsasabi ako tungkol sa mga software sa Hollywood. Na-realize ko is parang maging tanga na ako dito kasi hindi naman lahat ng tao is makarelate sa sinasabi ko, di ba? Yung makarelate lang sa sinasabi ko is yung mga VFX artists. Lalo-lalo na yung mga VFX artists sa labas ng bansa, no? Okay, right. Hanggang dito lang itong video na ito. Peace!